I'm Carmen, and I'm a retired data management specialist. I now consider myself to be a hoarder. I moved into my home almost 20 years ago. It's about 3,200 square feet. The way things are in here right now, I do not feel like I'm at home. I don't feel like I'm in a place where I belong. I don't feel like a human being in this house. Most of my hoard consists of holiday decorations and seasonal decorations. I definitely have a lot. But I love them all. If I didn't love them, I wouldn't have them. In the family room, you'll find some garbage. You'll find some clothes, both clean and not clean. You will find used drink cups. I currently sleep in a chair. I do have beds upstairs that I could sleep in, but my lymphedema is bad. Going up the stairs is difficult, so I'd prefer to sleep in the chair. Walking into the kitchen, you see a filthy kitchen. You will see a sink wall that has dirty dishes and take out stuff that needs to be thrown away, emptied and thrown away. We have a problem with the plumbing, so there are no working bathrooms in the house. Using the bathroom, I have a system set up where the paper products are collected and thrown out at the end of the day. It is absolutely horrible, demoralizing, awful, and disgusting to live like this.
I'm Melissa, and Carmen is my mom. The last time I was at my mother's house was several years ago. The condition of the home then was extreme. It was certainly cluttered, and there were lots of boxes, and there was disorganization. I am concerned that the house will be obviously much worse. I have concerns for her safety in the home, and I have concerns about just the standard of living that she's now accepted for herself as normal, and it's not normal.
I got a call from my first love, Mike. We got together when I was 12. He was 15. We met at church, and we were together for about 8 months. I knew that was the guy that God created for me. I just knew it. He calls me out of the blue 40 years later, and we saw each other, and it was it. It was over. We're doing this. We're finally getting it together. I'm sorry. This is hard when I talk about Michael. It's like it happened yesterday.
My mom has really dealt with Mike's death by purchasing things and staying at home. She has closed herself off to her friends, to the family in lots of ways. Time stopped when Mike died, and it hasn't started again.
11 months after Michael's death, I had a problem with my neck, and I ended up disabled. My job of over 20 years is gone, and I am without the only thing I have where I can go and not think about what's going on in the house, that Michael is gone, and then I'm forced to be here in the stuff, and I'm not physically able to do anything with the stuff, and that's driving me insane. I can't find my good jewelry, including my wedding ring, which is a sapphire set in 2 diamonds. And it's just getting worse around me, and I want to fix it, and I can't even make the decisions necessary to fix it. I died. I just died.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are excited to be here
We're excited
to help Carmen.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you're excited.
I am Carolina Harvey, professional organizer and productivity expert.
So, Carmen, this is your daughter, Melissa, correct?
Right.
So we have Melissa here and her husband, Eric. Welcome. And Robin, Michael's sister, right? And Scott, your brother, Robin, correct?
Yes.
Welcome. It's great to have you guys here. We have a huge team to help you. We have the stand-up guys, we have the organizers, and we have Dr. Zazio to help you out. So Carmen, do you give us permission to start in from the front entryway?
You can start wherever you want.
All right, I like it. I like it. That's perfect. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Come on.
This one's a little heavy. Let me just give you that one. We'll call it good.
Oh, goodness. Michael's obituaries. That's when we had his memorial service.
So we're gonna keep or donate at this point, because there's probably not a lot of trash here, right?
Linens keep.
Linens, you wanna keep all the linens?
Yep.
How about we pull them all out first and see, here.
Oh, no, I'm keeping them all.
You're gonna keep them all?
I know what they are.
How many tables do you have?
2.
So you wanna keep all of them? There's none that you're
Yes.
willing to donate?
I want to keep them all.
So if we run into more linens, are you gonna get rid of some of those?
Not if they're new, no.
You said you wanna keep these as well?
Yep.
Okay. There is gonna be a point where you're not gonna have enough space to store all the
know.
linens that you keep.
And if I have to make another choice, I'll make it. They're for Easter.
Can we donate those?
No.
So you wanna keep these also? Okay, video, DVD collection.
Yeah, I'm keeping that.
I've kind of been watching on the sidelines. Can tell you're getting a little bit elevated.
Yes.
We already knew that the new stuff was going to be tough for you. So don't mistake Carolina's pushing you for this idea that we want you to get rid of everything. At the end of the day, we just want to make sure you have room for everything.
So, Dr. Zazio, when there's always a reason, how do we move forward?
So this is where Mom struggles. She sees value in all the stuff she purchased. Once again, what we have to get back to is where are we gonna put all this stuff? Just work with us and know that we have your best interest at heart and we are thinking about the big picture, okay? We don't wanna put everything back in bins and boxes that you can't get to.
I'm not gonna push you, I'm gonna really encourage you,
All right.
okay?
And know that every day is gonna be just like today. We're gonna walk you through every step. No surprises, no sneaky business. It's all gonna be just like we've done here.
Okay.
I am concerned that when the real volume starts to come out of the house, the challenge becomes completely different because there's always going to be a reason why it should stay. I want you to take back your life.
You think I don't want my life back, Melissa? Do you not think I want a life? The hardest thing of all is the future I planned with my husband
I know.
is over. When Mike died, I died.
I know that. You're not gonna be the same person, and I don't know what life on the other side of this looks like, but this is a den of grief and sadness and anger and shame and wretchedness. You are so buried. I don't know how to make you stop grieving.
I haven't. That's the whole point.
Mom, you have grieved. You've just grieved in the most destructive way possible.
Maybe so, that's true. But I don't know how. I'm in this place where I want to let go of the old, welcome the new, and I want to move on with a life. It's hard.
Eric, Robin, and Scott, could I see you guys in the house really quickly, please?
Sure, baby.
Okay, so let's have an honest conversation as a family.
Sure.
Okay? The reality of the situation is all of the has to come back into the house because there's no place else for it to go. So none of the problem is solved
And it can't
with the
stay out
hugs and
overnight.
kisses and the we understand. And it's not that we don't love her, and it's not that we don't understand. But it is that we have a goal and an objective to accomplish. That is the reason there are 8 people standing out there with nothing to do. Because nobody wants to hold her accountable to make the hard decision. And I get it. I don't want to do it either. But if I have to be the bad guy and be the only one to say cut
To do that,
I know you
it's
are.
not
I know
fair
you
for
are.
you
I'm
to
not-
do
you're
that.
right.
I'm willing to
You're
do
right.
that. I've been said
you're
that since
right.
the beginning. So stop.
That's
you
true.
need to take a deep breath.
That's true, that's fair.
Okay.
Listen, I'm hearing what you're saying. You know your mom better than anybody, okay? I hear what you're saying. So how about this? How about if we all go back in again and say, look, because
You're not able to make any
you're
decisions.
still struggling, we're gonna extend today and try to make another run and another push to get rid of stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
I
So
can live
with,
with that.
with that in that respect, should we hit it at, well then fine, we're leaving then, not
No,
helping.
no,
Okay, I'm just well,
no.
okay, so I'm
Yeah.
just I understand the kids glove thing. I do. But I also understand
We
I've
have
been
to
in
find
situations with
ways to
Shelley.
motivate her to go forward, not through threats.
I no, that's not a
And
threat.
that's the thing.
That's what I'm trying.
She'll then threaten you back and call your bluff.
We'll get there.
So
we'll
I
get
don't
that
wanna
point.
get
But I promise,
contentious
I've
with
been there a
her.
couple times with her, and then after that point
It's
hits,
fisticuffs.
then it all comes
Okay,
out. It
all right,
all comes out.
let's go back out, tell her that we're not gonna shut down for the day, that we're gonna give it another push. And I want all of you out there to observe her. And if she's not showing an increase, an improvement, then you guys need to swoop in.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
I can live
Fair
with that.
enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, let's hit it.
Okay.
Melissa's tried the loving approach, but as the day continued, she just couldn't do it anymore. And interestingly enough, they're both in similar positions. Melissa, fearful that her mom is not gonna get this house in order. Carmen, fearful of letting go of their stuff. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay, so we've set up the space so that you can look at all the different categories. Your household supplies, your craft supplies, your papers, furniture, dog supplies. I wanted you to see the volume of what you have. Okay, so we're gonna do a push, right? All hands on deck. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, what about all your little pink baskets?
This is supposed to go inside the furniture in the spare bedroom upstairs. I need those.
We're keeping those light bulbs, we're keeping.
Those are the new curtains for the breakfast room.
Is that a keep box? Yeah.
Keep that.
We'll put those in Mama box on the side.
All this is garage. That's for the laundromat.
Okay, so that one we keep. Open that one up just to double check it.
Desperate times sometimes call for desperate measures.
Carmen,
Hi, Dad.
I want to tell you we love you very much. Very much. We've been through a lot of problems together, and we have been able to solve all of them and move on. But you're confronted with a problem right now that seems like it's a river. It's a raging river, and it's just too big to cross. We wish we could be there with you. However, you have loved ones that you're surrounded by who want the very best for you. Your mother and I view this event as an opportunity of a lifetime for you. And I am asking you, with all of our love, really, Carmen, to get rid of this stuff so you can lead a good life.
Thank you, Dad. It means a lot to me that you were willing to talk to me. And I hear what you're saying.
Yes,
And it was better coming from you.
there's a new life for you.
Okay, Dad.
We're going to help you live it.
Thank you, Grandpa. We love and appreciate you. We'll call you soon.
All right.
Bye.
What did that mean for you?
My dad is a Christian man. He's a good man. And I know he loves me. And it was nice to hear him say those things. Gives me a little bit more help.
These items are a hindrance and a burden and prevent her from living the life that she deserves. And I think she really needed to hear her father say that to her and tell her that she deserved to have better and to do better and that she could do better. And he would love and support her through that.
You ready to get started?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Keep, donate.
Well-oiled machine here.
Go, leave.
So these are donate?
These are done.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Can I have another donate box, please? Thank you.
This shampoo, donate.
I am not keeping any of these things.
We're in the bedroom, and everything seems to be going just fine. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue,
There's too many people here. I'm starting to get panicky.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to have a chair.
okay. Do you feel like you're gonna have a panic attack?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get her out of here.
Take her back through that way. Get her out.
I know Carmen's anxiety level is heightened, so I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on her because the last thing that I need her to do is to have a panic attack and shut everything down.
Deep breath. There you go. Now just breathe normal.
What's going on?
I'm okay, just making sure.
Blood pressure's good.
What is it?
Blood pressure's 130/82.
That's the best it's been.
It's the best it's been since I've taken it.
And you know what? If you make more decisions, it'll go down to 120/72. The past few days have been really overwhelming. We've been pushing her really hard. She's just getting worn down and she needs to rest. I think that we need to come up with a plan B for your bedroom because that is a massive job.
I need
And-
her in there.
Okay, but hang on a second. So the plan is, Melissa,
Okay.
you're gonna be in charge of the bedroom.
Okay.
She has indicated that all of Michael's clothes can go. Is that correct?
I know there's a couple of things.
Yeah, with the exception of a few items.
Sure.
And the sports memorabilia stuff.
Okay, I'll start that now.
Does that sound okay?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is a donate. Donate.
Donate.
Donate.
Donate.
You can get rid of that.
Anything important?
We're in the final push today. I'm excited to keep going and get the house ready for Carmen and the family, but we still have every room to touch. The bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, and our collectibles room. We need all hands on deck.
Get rid of it. It's old.
Okay.
It's not old, but you can donate it because I don't like it.
Are you keeping this?
No.
Okay.
It's not fixable.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome home.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Come on in.
gosh.
Opening those front doors and looking into an entry that was clear and a dining room where we could have family gatherings and have those experiences that are so important to her and to our family. It's such a great experience and it's such a great feeling.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah?
Yes.
Speechless. It's
To
gorgeous.
be able to come back into my dining room and enjoy it. This is phenomenal to me. It's beautiful.
It is lovely.
You're happy?
Very.
Okay.
I couldn't be happier,
Good.
truly.
We're going to continue on the tour. And while we're here, we don't want to ignore the elephant in the room, which is right behind you. So do a little about face there.
So you wanted to keep 100% of your holiday decor, and it's staring at you.
I'm glad that it's all in one place
Yeah.
and that it's all in front of me to make me see how much I actually have.
The volume you have.
Yeah,
right?
because that's insane.
Wait, time out.
Oh
what
my
did
gosh,
you just say?
that is
What did you just say?
It is.
It wasn't
it is.
insane the way it was before, but it is now.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but you recognize it. That's really good.
Yes, I
you
do.
recognize it's too much.
yes.
Good. Over the last 4 days, we filled 3 dumpsters of trash. We filled 1 dumpster with donations, and we opened over 1,000 boxes. And the majority of it went back into the house and back into the garage. You still have a lot of stuff to go through. And I know your family said they're willing to support you and look through it with you. So I hope that still will happen so that you can pare down.
I can manage this.
Yes.
I can stick with this,
Yes.
and I'm going to have help.
Yes.
In Carmen's case, aftercare is going to be an essential process in order for her to continue her grief process and not revert back to hoarding behaviors. She feels very confident that that's not going to happen, but the reality is the percentage of people that do revert back to hoarding behaviors is over 90%. So she really is still at risk, even though she's feeling very confident.
This process comes full circle, and we were looking for all of the treasures, and it was always a needle in a haystack.
I was over the moon to get my ring back on my finger where it belongs. Back on my ring. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It feels right to be wearing it, and I missed it a whole bunch. So I was really grateful. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed for everything that you've done for me in giving me a chance to start over. It's been the most incredible experience of my life. It really has. It's been so positive. I'm not gonna let you down. I'm gonna do you proud.
Okay.
It's not by any means about us, Carmen.
That's
It's
right.
about you and your relationship with your family.
Absolutely.
I'm so blessed with family.
You really are.
And you've demonstrated that through all your hard work. So I want to say welcome home.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm Eric. I'm a retired journalist, flight attendant, electronic technician. When you drive up to my house, you see things that are sort of a chaotic condition. A porch is filled with stuff that doesn't need to be filled with. It's covered up with a tarp, which is unsightly. It just means I'm hiding something that I don't want you to see. When you walk through the front door, you're hit with unopened boxes of things I bought that I haven't even opened yet. You're just seeing things that are just misplaced. It's just a very helter-skelter, higgly-piggly look to everything. It's just all junked up. I was starting to suffer from insomnia, so I couldn't sleep. And I couldn't really read because I would sort of fall into some semi-zombie state. Once I lay down, my body wouldn't sleep, so I would spend 5 to 6 hours a day online shopping, looking for things to buy. It just became a habit of mine to see what was out there. Sylvie was my wife for 30 years. She did have a little different upbringing. She was European. She came from Hungary. In fact, she was a World War II refugee because her country had to flee Hungary when the Russians came, the Soviets came in. She was the love of my life.
I'm Rita. Sylvie's my best friend for 48 years. She had a very rare form of cancer, a tumor on her spine, and she had 5 subsequent surgeries.
Eventually, the surgeries caused her to lose the ability to walk. You know, you can only remove tumors from a spinal cord so much, and eventually the damage begins to reveal itself.
Sylvia and I were very close. We spoke just about every day on the telephone, and she was very concerned. Once she was not able to walk, she wasn't able to keep the hoarding from getting worse and worse. She was confined to one room in a hospital bed. Eric was then able to bring in more things because she wouldn't see what was going on.
I felt a great deal of anger towards myself and shame that I had allowed myself to fall into this kind of condition of hoarding. And especially in regards to Sylvie, that it caused her anxiety. I just felt terrible that she would have to experience that. I stressed her out over things that didn't need to be.
Sylvie's death was very hard. We'd been friends for 48 years, so it was very difficult. You know, we had time to get used to the fact that she wasn't going to make it, especially when the cancer metastasized to her lungs. It was hard.
Hey, beautiful.
It was hard on her friends. It was hard on Eric.
Miss you.
But in Eric's defense, he was wonderful. He took care of her, and he really loved Sylvie.
If he doesn't get this cleaned up, I'm worried about his mental health, getting a grasp on the situation. I'm worried about his physical health, because I know there is a lot of filth in the house.
I feel like I'm drowning, like I can't breathe, because it's taking away my oxygen. It takes away from my quality of life. I just feel like I'm chained. I'm enslaved to this.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger, professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Good to see you. There are 18 of us here today for a very good reason. This is about honoring Sylvie.
Yes, yes.
And reclaiming your life, what you want. And that all starts with the stuff.
The stuff.
And then goes through the doctor, because we've got to not just declutter the house, but maybe what's in your head a little bit.
Oh, that's difficult stuff to hoard. That's been collecting for some time.
What's unusual about this hoard is that there are no mice scrambling. There are no roaches running everywhere. The house isn't deteriorating. But what is happening is Eric's heart is breaking, and it's breaking into little pieces in every single room of this house. All right, let's set our timers and see how quickly we can deal with that living room. Let's go.
See that couch back there? That's a $1,000 couch. I just bought that. What is that doing in there?
I have no idea. Family members, do you know what?
Y'all got to have a little better hold on all
Family,
this.
yes.
You got to ask me. You can't throw a brand new piece of furniture.
Like getting rid
I mean, now you got to have me looking through trash. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to trust people to come here and let me know what's going on. And now you decided, oh, let's throw my good stuff in.
I pointed out to get rid of some furniture, and it got thrown away, and it caused a big ruckus.
The thing is, I don't know what else is going to get thrown in here, because people are assuming things they shouldn't assume.
All right, well, we won't let that happen again.
Hang on, Eric. Hang on 1 second.
I didn't know it was going in the actual trash. I just thought it was going somewhere else, and we were going to deal with it in an auction or get rid of it or something like that.
I trusted y'all two to be a professional enough to know what's going on out here. And I come in looking at a dumpster. Now I got to go dumpster diving because y'all weren't doing your stuff. You got me distracted with all, I mean, I realize it's a big job, but that is unacceptable.
At this point, I'm hoping that he sees that this was a mistake, that this wasn't anything that myself or Dorothy did, and we will get the family to rally, revisit the rules, and make sure that nothing moving forward goes on the dumpster without his say.
Family members, we need to make it clear that nothing gets thrown away. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
And yes, we will have a dumpster monitor if we need one.
Absolutely.
You know?
I'm hoping that tonight he gets a good night's sleep and gets some rest and recognizes that this was simply a mistake that we did rectify. However, if he doesn't get to that place, I'm really worried about what this will mean for moving forward tomorrow.
I get up in the morning, I meditate on what kind of a day we're going to have. I'm in a good mood. I drive here, I walk up the driveway, and I'm ready to start the day. And pow!
If I was you, I would resign from my position right now, Dorothy. Okay. I mean, for you, this works. It doesn't work for me. There's no reason for me to come here and have my life just upended like this and expect me to be just all happy and excited that my life is going to magically change. It's not going to magically change. I sat in that house yesterday, emptied, and I said, this is just a shell.
That's the part I was worried about, yes.
That's a shell of who I was. I wanted to get a good meal. I couldn't find anything in my house to use to make a meal. You have to realize when you're walking down, how is this going to affect the person that you're here to help? You weren't helping me last night. This goes for you too. You say you're here to help me, but I don't get it. I don't feel it. Okay. I don't sense it. And I just as soon just get you all out of here and leave it here. I'll have a garage sale or something.
I spoke to him 3 times last night. I offered to come and move the tarps last night. I offered to bring him food.
I think this is probably just one of his defenses coming up to push us all away. I know he's emotionally fragile. I've talked about that from the beginning. He's validating that. Well, I'm gonna go see if I can talk to him.
I'd like to talk to him too, but I also need to explain a couple of things to him.
I'm happy to go together.
Okay.
But I'm not convinced at this part that he has the mental capacity and the emotional capacity to do this. And yesterday when he said, I just want you to organize all the stuff and bring it back in, that may be what we need to do. Because I'm not willing to risk him having any kind of breakdown. And the way he is right now, he's in that place.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can talk to him.
Okay.
Eric, I don't know if you remember some of the conversations we had, but I talked about this very thing, that this is what I was most worried about, was that the stuff was covering up all that pain. I'm sorry for your pain, and I'm sorry that we are the catalyst for your pain, but I also know that this is what has to happen for you to heal. And that stuff has been blocking it. And I know you think about Sylvie, and I can't even imagine since her passing how many times you have silently cried or cried out loud in your house by yourself. But that stuff will never cover up your pain, ever.
I sat in here and I realized this is an empty place. I could hear my voice echoing around, and I said, there's no one here but me. It was a very lonely feeling. And, you know, how fragile I am, but the thing is, all I ever could think about is that this place without Sylvie is just a house. It's not a home. It didn't feel like a home to me anymore, especially with all my stuff gone. I think my stuff, when I was sitting here, I was like, my stuff made me feel was my replacement for Sylvie. And you just you just can't buy anything to replace her. I don't know how to go on from here. I just don't. And once you empty this house, it'll just be one big echo chamber of my memories of her, and I just miss her so much. I sit here and say, where's my Sylvie every night? Where's my Sylvie? And she's not here. She's not here.
This conversation was probably the most powerful conversation he has had since Sylvie passed. I'm hoping that this will be the first step of his grieving process and build his confidence that even though it's going to be painful, he can do it.
I think this is all Sylvie's clothing.
Yeah, that's all Sylvia's.
Do you want to review any of it? Do you want the gals to review it? Do you not want to see it?
I'm seeing it now.
Eric, this is a time that you have to tell us if it's too much, because I know we're pushing you. But if it's too much, then that's not the goal, is to push you.
When Dr. Zazio steps in and says, this is a time to really consider your well-being, all bets are off. You need to do what's best for you.
To even talk about memories, I mean, I remember all these clothes and how she looked in them, and what a beautiful woman she was. Well, to tell you the truth, if I was to ask Sylvie what should I do with this, she would probably tell me, just get rid of it, Eric. You don't need it.
You don't have to make a decision in this moment. We can walk away. You've let these clothes go, which is super amazing. But if you need a little bit of time to digest it, then I think that's super reasonable.
I'm on board with whatever you say.
It's hard to utter. It's hard to utter the words, to tell you the truth. I never really thought it would be. But we have to say goodbye at some time, huh?
Dorothy, can I ask a question? Yep. There are lots of women out there who don't have a lot of money, that need suits for job interviews, things like that. If they're in good condition, can we donate them?
Absolutely.
She'd appreciate that. I would too. So, take it away.
Trash here, all this is trash here.
Here we go.
It's a nice, cool house.
It's a cool house.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Mom and Dad.
wow.
Yeah, Mom and Dad.
Look at that.
That's Sylvie's ashes.
Oh,
there.
my goodness.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I was waiting for a place, and you, as the organizer you are, you found the place to put them.
That's beautiful.
This is under her mother's painting. That's a perfect spot.
The house looks so good. Just walking into the foyer and seeing how it didn't have a lot of things in it. It was all organized, and seeing all the beautiful things that Sylvie had and loved. She loved blue delft too, the blue delft. And,
Yeah, this is her favorite collection of pottery right here.
Just going through the house, my mouth just dropped open. It was so beautiful.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
Gosh. Oh,
Nice.
all your musical.
His music studio.
Look at this. You can have your desk over there with your computer.
Or writing station, as I like to think of it. The whole point here is to be surrounded by Sylvie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then for you to try to, inside of that love, find your way through your own passions of music and writing and books.
I'm just flabbergasted by what this room looks like compared to just a week ago at this time. It didn't look like this, and its remake is remarkable. Again, Sylvie would just say, "You dumbbell, why did it take you so long to do this?"
Yeah.
She'd be smacking me upside the head.
Here we are, full of success, but wait a minute. I am really concerned that Eric kept a lot of things. Got rid of 6 tons worth of stuff, thank you very much. But you also have the equivalent of 3,000 boxes still in the house. They're in the attic, they're in the sunroom, they're in the garage. He still has financial bills, paperwork, taxes that need to be filed. His family's going to help him. They all know where it's at, but it does need to get done. Even if we have another organizer come back to work with him, I think that person also needs to be clued in because we need to take care of any financial obligations that he has.
I would just like to say, Sylvie, I love you, and I hope this brings a smile to your face. I'm sure it does. And I just miss you, and I'm glad we had this chance to give your home back, and people could remember you in a better way, in a fond way.
I'm Terry, and I'm a cashier.
Come on, little girl. You want to go inside?
I like cats because I do feel that they're very entertaining. I always thought the more the merrier.
I'm Elaine, and Terry is one of my very best friends. Terry has nothing. She's not into shoes and jewelry. She hoards animals.
I'm Dave, and Terry is my mother. Back when I moved out in 2005, I knew she was taking in cats that were outside on the farms. If it was cold out, her warm hearts, oh, come on in, you know, and I knew this was happening, but I let it go. I thought she could control it.
I've had quite a few losses. The first one was my father.
My mother's dad died of a heart attack right in front of her. She didn't know what to do at that age. She didn't know how to call 911.
I felt I was the one that caused that. So I think later on in my years, having this many cats was a need for me. I'm just so afraid of death that, you know, I always try to keep things alive.
This is the refrigerator. When my first cat got killed, I put him in here because I wanted to get him cremated.
I probably have in frozen and refrigerated cats between maybe 75 to 100, if not more.
She thought she was gonna get money to have them all cremated, but that never happened.
I just feel so awful. I'm a failure. And that's how my whole life has been.
My name is Patricia Norris. I'm a veterinarian that works in the area of veterinary forensics. People will hoard animals for lots of different reasons. Some people fear that if they don't save the animals that they will be euthanized. So what they don't see is the suffering that they inflict on these animals when they keep collecting them but can't care for them.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm Extreme Cleaning Specialist. You have tons of fecal dust. It's going to be mandatory for us to wear full face masks. This is an extremely dangerous house.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's breaking my heart, really, to see them go.
Who is it? Which one is it, Mom?
Arthur.
When Arthur came out, my mom kind of lost it. She loves the cat, always around her, probably sleeps with her.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I really am.
She's losing some of her friends.
Love you, sweetheart.
Once we catch the cats, we will assess them. The ones that are in distress will either be euthanized immediately or treated, and then they will be moved to the Humane Society.
I think news travels fast with cats, and after the first room, they're all hiding.
We got all the little kittens out, but the adults were very frightened. They're getting defensive, and some of them are actually getting a little aggressive.
Crap. Now they're going in the closet. No more than like 30 pounds, okay?
What we were doing was putting the refrigerated animals into biohazard bags. We're actually going to take these animals and have them cremated.
Nice. The bunny.
Well, this is just flat roadkill. She's just scooping them up in the leaves.
Not just cats, chipmunks, squirrels.
It's a cardinal.
Oh my God.
She's going around and collecting all the dead that she can find.
This is horrific. I mean, this is awful. Is it illegal? No. But it's horrific. It might be really good for Terry to see the physical damage she's done.
I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding. Very important that she do this personally. She put them in the refrigerator. She needs to pull them out.
Okay, my poor babies.
Let's get Percy out of there.
Oh, Percy.
It was right there in her face. She has got to face the reality.
My Percy. Look at your poor, beautiful baby. Oh, Lord, help me now, please. Please help me.
Stay with it, Terry. I know it's tough. You're doing great.
I'm not worthy at all to be here anymore.
Terry?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are, Terry. None of that talk, okay? You're doing the right thing now. That's what you have to focus on.
That is liquid cat juice.
Oh, decomposed animal.
This is awful to watch. Not only am I watching a person lose it completely,
Lord, please forgive me.
but the backdrop behind that is a bunch of dead liquid cats. First off, you look beautiful. I love your haircut. I do.
Thanks.
I don't want to set the expectations too high. I mean, this was one of the toughest we've done. There wasn't actually much trash in the house. All there was dead cats, live cats, and poop. We had a bio company come in here and do extreme sanitation, and upstairs, it's still not safe. The reality is you need somewhere to live. So we fixed one room that will let you live here. I want this to be kind of your new fresh start.
Okay.
And when we prove that we can live in a healthy environment with no cats, then let's worry about the next level.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to go see it?
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh.
Get in here. Get in here.
Oh.
Terry was blown away. She really loved all the white, bright colors.
Oh my God.
It's kind of an efficiency apartment. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is a fridge for food only. No cats of any kind
no.
go in that refrigerator.
Definitely
Okay.
not.
This is strictly for food and medicine. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
We have honored your desire to have those cats cremated, but there's still a decision. I knew that Terry was going to want to keep the ashes. However, I thought that it was in her therapeutic interest to let go of them once and for all. Ultimately, I wasn't sure what she was going to do.
Oh my God.
It's up to you.
The decision to actually let the ashes go was definitely a hard one. Hey, babies, be free.
She dumped the ashes into the river. I like that decision a lot because a lot of those cats did come from around here. They're wild, and they're meant to be in the wild.
See how beautiful.
Look at that.
And just
They're
they're
going now.
free.
There's many people who are going to be angry over what Terry did. She's an animal hoarder, and she wasn't able to dig herself out on her own. I'm just happy that she accepted our help, therefore, no more cats will suffer.